Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, TK. Hey, Daddy. I was just wondering when I could see you again. Give me a call and let me know.
Hey, TK, it's Carmen, baby. How are you? I know you're busy, but I miss you, papi. Te quiero ver.
Hey, TK. I'm calling you. I was thinking about you. I'm hoping that I get a call back. Been on my mind. So, it's your girl from Detroit. Me back when you get a chance, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, a.k.a. T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland is the philosopher. T to the motherfucking K is my philosophy.
Yo, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing good, fam. You caught me while I'm cooking dinner for my baby girls, but it's cool. Talk to me. You got a crazy situation, fam.
Yeah, man, I do. You know what? First of all, I just want to tell you thank you for reaching back to me. I mean, I know you're busy. I know I'm not the only one in your DMs that's just, looking for advice and all that, and I just want to tell you thank you, and I really
You're welcome, my man. I try to get to you guys, but I got a life, so...
No, yeah, for sure, I understand. I mean, judging from the IGs and the videos you post, I know you're everywhere, you're working hard, you're a hard worker, so, thank you. But yeah, I have oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay, go ahead.
Well, TK, I have a situation going on. Just to put it in a nutshell, I was with this girl. We were together for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, when she got pregnant, I went ahead and, I brought her to my mom's house. And basically, it was just like one of those things, you know what, baby, I know right now, I know we don't really have it together, but I know we're gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. I'm going to school, you're going to school. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's the tough times that makes us, type of stuff. And so she was here, at the house, and we were living here with my mom, or where I currently reside.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward, baby's born and all that. So there was a situation where she went through my phone, and she didn't catch me talking to another girl, but she saw a conversation that me and my sister were having, and it wasn't even bad though. Mm-hmm. It was just my sister was just trying to, I guess you could say in a sense, drop game on me, just telling me, you know what, Daniel, at the last get together, you looked upset, you looked mad, you looked miserable. I understand right now the situation's a little rough, but you need to see everything in a positive, positive view. Everything's going to be fine. Do it for your girls. Everything's going to be okay. Just make the best of it and just try your best and give it your all type of stuff,
Right.
But she, I don't know if she took it the wrong way, or I don't know what's going on, or what went on at the time when she saw that. But the point is that she left me. We broke up. The baby was barely, at the time, 4 or 5 months.
Right.
She left me. We broke up. And, whatever, 2-3 months went by. Well, the whole summer. Let's say the whole summer went by.
Right.
We started to patch things up. And I told her, hey, you know what? And, my mom, my sisters, my dad, my brother, everybody, my loved ones were just hey, you know what? I understand you guys don't see eye to eye, but it's okay. It's normal. But you have to provide stability,
right,
for your daughter. Because I have another daughter as well. She's 5.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 28, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
28.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were just basically telling me, you know what, you got to provide stability. And I understood that, and that made sense, and I was all for it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. At the time when I was single, what's up with the girls, what's going on with the honeys, and this, that, and the third. So, yeah, I'll admit my priorities were a little backwards, I understand, but, after everybody, had a talk with me, I said, you know what, they're right. I need to get it together. Enough's enough, And I'm like, okay, yeah. So, we decided to patch things up.
Right. No infidelity, though. She hasn't caught you with another woman.
I'll get to that. But no.
Okay.
I'll get to that, sir. I'm sorry. But And so, since the moment, TK, we decided to work things out from that moment, starting September of last year, up until 3 weeks ago, it seems like we were having more downs than ups. I feel like she would look down on me. I am currently employed. I have a job and all that. And, my job varies.
Right.
It varies on how many people go and all that stuff.
Now, what do you do?
Overall, though, I'm a hotel clerk.
Okay.
So, it varies. Our busy time is like in the winter and all that stuff. So, yeah, TK, it was just like, you can't even get it together. Like, you can't be a man, or like, again, like, because see, at the time, I wasn't trying to use that excuse either, but I figured, you know what, you're my girl, I'm your man, whatever I could do financially, whatever I could do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try my best to provide. I figured you got me, I got you. Whether it's just like a measly $20 or like, hey, you know what, can I borrow 40, but I got you payday. I'm going to give it back to you. That's not a problem.
Right.
But it was always like, she would always throw in my face, TK, like, what about that time I let you borrow this, or, I gave you the money, I want it back, or like, it's Christmas, what'd you get me? You didn't even give me anything.
Did you
like
get anything?
Birthday.
Nope. Did you get something for her birthday? Nope.
No. I did. I would always get her something, but to be honest with you, I think it was, at the time, it's because I don't want to, I'm going to give you a little backstory, I guess, because see, before, when I was with her, TK, I worked at a grocery store.
Right. And
see, I was trying to portray or try to be something that I wasn't, a baller. Okay. And I was trying to go out of my means, so I was getting payday loans. So I was like, trying to
Okay.
I was trying to impress her. So I was trying to stun like, baby, where do you want to go? Let's go to San Diego. Let's go to Palm Springs. Let's go anywhere. It's on me. Don't worry about it. So I guess you could say, in a sense, I'm not saying that it was crazy, but I accustomed her to a certain lifestyle. So when it was like her birthday, happy birthday, babe, boom, $400, or like, Merry Christmas, babe, little necklace, little chain, whatever. So finally, when things slowed down or whatever the case may be, and she kind of realized, like, hey, like, you don't really have it like that. She didn't flip on me. She understood. Like, she kind of told me, too, like, hey, you don't have to do that, but, it's okay. Like,
I understand. She probably fine as hell. You felt like that's just, you wanted to have a good time. You wanted to impress her. Okay, keep going.
So back to the situation. So it was just like that, man. Like, just, basically, she was just telling me, like, you can't even man up. You can't even be a man. You can't even change. You need to grow up. Like, you're working.
Now, when she was saying that, when she said you need to grow up, what was she preferring?
Basically, get a good job, get me out of your mom's house.
Yeah, she's a woman, dog. Listen to me.
And
I'm gonna share. Okay, keep going. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So keep going.
No, yeah, yes, sir.
Keep going. She
okay.
She wanted to get out of mom's house.
So, all that, we would have a lot of fights, and it was more downs than ups, but I was still here because I'm not gonna lie, I loved her. I cared about her, and I wanted to make it work. So one day, she went through my phone, and she saw these messages on my Snapchat from this girl, but it was nothing like I.
You thought it was nothing, but she thought it was something.
Exactly, and I think what set her off, but I didn't mean it like that. Was this year on New Year's, I told her, hey, you know what? Happy New Year's. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for everything, the advice you would share with me. I appreciate it. I love you. Be safe. So the I love you, like, it was like over the edge for her. And she was, you know, did a big old thing, got an argument type of stuff. And since that...
Oh, you told another woman that you loved her.
Yeah, but I didn't mean it like that. Though,
I know what you mean.
I
didn't say that. You didn't say that in a friendly way. But your girl is in a fragile situation. Go ahead. Keep going. Because she tripped about the I love you thing.
And, you know, she was telling me, like, oh, how can you tell another girl that you love her and all that stuff? And I said, nah, like, I was just basically saying, like, you know, I love you. Like, I got love for you. Like, that's my homegirl. Like, it's like that. Like, I never... And I was being sincere, TK. Like, I never cheated on her. All the 4 years I was with her, I never cheated on her. I never stuck my dick in another woman. Nothing like that. Nothing like... Yeah, we had... Like any of this, like any relationship, ups and downs, but it never pushed me to the point like, you know what, I'm gonna go fuck another girl. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. You know.
Right. Okay, I respect that.
So now we're just having problems, and it just got really bad. I mean, I'm not saying bad like she would abuse me, but you know the insults.
But it got bad,
worse.
But she wound up fucking your friend though.
See, that's the thing. That's what I was gonna get to. So. We you know, it was bad. The love wasn't there. I knew it.
Right.
I knew it too. And I would tell her, TK, like, you know what, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I know you don't love me. I'm not saying you hate me. I know you got love for me, like respect. I'm the father, but you're not in love with me, and you don't love me. So let's just break up. And she would just be like, no, this, that, and the third. No. Okay, then that's fine. So. Yeah, we ended up breaking up. I feel like it was a mutual split. It was. We both knew it was done. But, I mean, since the moment that she left my mom's house, actually, that day forward up until this point, she's been dating someone. Which I understand, TK, like, don't get me wrong. I understand that's part of life. Like, I don't want her to be locked up in the room crying a river for me. No, I don't want that. I want that. I want her to be happy. I want her to grow and be the person she wants to be. I understand, like, your happiness matters, and I want her to be happy. But the reason why I messaged you is because when she told me, like, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm seeing someone, and he knows you. He knows you met him before. She told me. I go, okay.
That's life, fam.
Like, she goes, and, you know, and yeah, I'm fucking him and this, and the third. I said, okay, that's fine. I go, but you know what? What's that have to do with me? We're not together. You're not my girl no more.
Right.
You're not my problem. Like, what are you trying to get at?
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna front, TK. Like, it didn't bother me, but like I got in my feelings. They kind of give me a little sting, like a paper cut. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna be real. You know.
Let me tell you a story real quick, fam. She playing them little games with you, and it's not your pussy no more. It's just his turn now, right? That is everybody thinking that this pussy is never your pussy. It was your turn, now it's the nigga's turn. You ain't using your feelings because you're human. You're a human person. You got feelings. But what I liked about you is that you control your emotion. You didn't show her that it affected you. And that's how you won right now with me. You won because you didn't like, bitch, fuck you. You ain't nothing but a hoe. She's not a hoe. There's so many levels to this story I'm going to share with you. I've been telling people for years, you young kids, even grown men, got to stop nutting in these women if your money ain't right. See, if your money was right, it's a good chance she could have stayed in a relationship. There are some women in the world that look for security. They're not a gold digger. They just understand. You hear guys talk about, oh, that bitch a gold digger. Some are, but some women just want security because we come from an era where men are supposed to provide for the woman that they laying up with. Men are supposed to pay all the bills. This is how it really was supposed to be. Then the independence rights came in the 60s, and all bitches wanted to start being independent. So now they dying off with stress heart disease, etc., because they're doing the job of a man. Men are cheating, not being the kind of man they want. So now the gay rate, the dyke rate, is up at an all-time high. Yeah. Is at an all-time high. So this is what leads to confusion. You just caught up in one of the scenarios. The scenario is financially, you can't take care of a family. Financially. And it's okay. You're going to work harder and do better. But right now, you put yourself in a financial burden that you are way over your head. And you lost your girl. Now, thank God, has she taken you to court for child support yet?
No, TK. I'm gonna go ahead and file all that paperwork. Probably next week. Because,
okay, cool.
It's like I was telling you, it's just back and forth. Like I feel like she wants a reaction, and I'm not gonna front on you. A couple times when I did have conversations with her, I did react a little bit. You know,
okay.
And one of my main things is that I'm okay, and I understand that's life. You know, people move on.
Yes, sir.
And I knew like it was gonna be done. You know, and I'm not gonna lie to you either. I just had love for her towards the end. She's the mother of my child, and I got to give her that respect, and that's going to be something that's for life, for the rest of my life.
Right. So then let me tell you something. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Stop that corny shit. This ain't the movies. Fuck that. This is how you got to get tough right now. Fuck all that. She's the mother of my child. I got love for her. Fuck that bullshit. She's your mom. You're going to show her respect. You're going to raise your child. And you're going to keep it moving. See, what has happened, I think it's something in the water. Niggas done got soft out here in the world. You know, niggas is crying over these bitches and talking about, oh, she's the mother of my child. You don't see hoes complaining or crying. They move on with their life. So she's fucking a dude that you know. You know what life is? Everybody that's with somebody done fucked that person before. So unless a person wants to meet somebody new, you better go to a middle school and watch the chick girl or dude that you want to fuck when they get 18 and 19 years old, because we all have been fucked by somebody before. What you want to tell her, she always bring it up, like, you know what, I wish y'all the best. Has he taken you out? What are you doing this weekend? You use that type of psychology on her and go that route. Two, you want to, like you said, you're going to put yourself on child support. You're not going to have her send paperwork on you. See, somehow bitches think they powerful when they send a nigga papers, put them on child support. So they tell their girlfriend, oh, yeah, I just put that nigga on child support. Now, we're about to switch the game. And we switching the game is you're going to take care of your kid. You're going to put her ass on child. You're not going to put her ass on child. You're going to put yourself on child support. That way you're able to explain to the judge how you want to move, how much money you make. She has to come in, show how much money she makes. And the thing I want you to remember that's really important, what I'm about to tell you, you want to go for joint custody. Do you have a place to live for her, for your child? Yep. I live with my parents. We have a place. The place is beautiful, it's big, and she can live there with me and my parents. And they're going to give you joint custody. Now when you get joint custody, guess what? You don't have to pay her nothing. Yeah. At all. You ain't got to give her a dime. Mm-hmm. So that's one strategy you want to have. The other strategy is you'll meet somebody else. You'll probably even meet somebody finer and nicer than the person that you have. And you're not going to throw it in her face when it happens. You're just going to keep it moving. You're going to be a gentleman. And that's what you got to do. But you got exposed. You were spending money that you really didn't make. You was front, and there's nothing wrong. I understand where you were. It was a high for you. You was feeling good about yourself. She was sucking your dick a lot better. Yeah. She was licking your balls a lot better because she was happy. when a woman is happy and she walk into a nigga house and a nigga got a nice ceiling fan and a movie theater room and flat screen TV, a couple of bedrooms, nice carpet and shit. You got food in the refrigerator. Bitches love that shit, dog. Bitches love it. Don't get me wrong, you still got some hoes out here that are fucking nigga in a one-bedroom apartment with 9 other niggas in the room. Them hoes is dumb. But your girl is a mother. She's looking for security. And she kept saying it to you. You was understanding it, but you wasn't understanding it. She needed to be in her own apartment. She couldn't even fuck you the way she really wanted to fuck you because she was in your parents' house.
She had her own apartment.
So why is she moving with you?
Well, because, see, this is the thing, okay?
Did you lie to her? What happened?
Nah, she had her own apartment, TK, and around that time, that's when she got pregnant, and I told her, look, the best thing for you to do is to move in with me.
Man, you need your ass beat.
No, hold on, TK, but check this out, though. See, a lot of people, I know what you're thinking, like, well, why'd you displace her or why'd you mess up her little thing that she had going on? TK, right. She was barely making rent. I was there when she would overdraft her account to. But you missing what I'm trying to say. No, listen to me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen. Regardless if she was overdrafted, you're supposed to make up the difference. Whatever she was fucking up, $200-$300, you were supposed to cover that. You were supposed to stay at her house and help her with her bills, not have her moving with you. See, because no disrespect, you was being slick. You had her moving in you because you knew you didn't have to pay rent. You ain't have to pay no license, no lights. You didn't have to really pay for groceries. If your parents did ask for something that wasn't that much, it was just a little something. But if you stayed with her, you had to cover the whole slate. And that's what I mean. You wasn't ready. You supposed to wear a condom, fuck her, and keep it moving, but not handicap her. You handicapped her, yo. And she had a home place. Even though she was struggling, she still had her own spot, and she gave you a baby. When a woman gives a man a baby, yo, you got to find a way. You're not a bad guy. You're just young, and you're still trying to find your way. You had a baby. You should have had a baby about 35, 36 years old. But that's that. So let me finish. So that's that. No, let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I know you hate that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So that's that. So what we do now, I'm not going to sit here and criticize you. Now we find a way. Now, the word that I like to use is play the hand that you dealt. And what you have been dealt is that you work at a hotel. Your money's not really right. You got 2 kids. You got a lot of love in your heart. You have a lot of ambition, but your money doesn't match your taste. Your money doesn't match what you really want to do. So, do you go back to school and get an education or get a skill while you're still working at the hotel? You go back to school, you get a skill that eventually one day you can make better money so you can live the dream that you want to live. Not for her, because that's past. That chapter is gone. Now you want to work hard for you and provide for your children as they get older. Because people always say, oh, it's not about money. I tell people, then you never had it. Because I could tell you right now, if you're going to spend a lot of time with your children, especially when they get older, kids love trips. Girls love getting their nails done, and girls like going shopping. And you still could spend a lot of time with them. But the great thing about you, you're only 20-something years old. You still got time. And that's the way you move. You wish her the best. You go put yourself on child support to protect yourself so she don't hit you with no evil shit and say, well, I'm going to put you on child support. You'll get into an argument. Or the guy she's fucking puts that in her ear. That's the worst. You'll never know, but you don't want that. And you save. You got to get a better job. You got to come up with a plan. Tonight or tomorrow or the next few weeks, put yourself a plan. See, a lot of people out here winging it in life.
Yes, sir.
You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan A, and you got to have a plan B. The only thing that you did wrong, fam, you had 2 kids from 2 different women, and your money's not right. Yeah. Because you was living a fairy tale, and now that you're growing up, you're seeing how you, by being young, how dumb your ass was, because now you're seeing reality. Yeah. And what sparked you to call me is because the DME was, like you said, she's fucking somebody that you know, but that's life. I want to tell you, man to man, player to player, pimp to pimp. Every man that's listening to this show, every woman that's listening to this show, whoever they with, somebody don't fuck that person before. Some of them don't fuck their brothers. Some of these guys don't fuck their wives, sisters. That's how crazy this world is out here. Everybody winging it and doing what the fuck they want to do. So don't get caught up in that. You wish her the best, and you keep it moving. And you try to figure a way how to better yourself, because you really got it made, dog. You in your parents' house, meaning you ain't got to pay mortgage or rent. So this is a great opportunity to save. And you figure how much you make. Go ahead.
Well, see, that's where I want to get to you. Everything that you're telling me, it makes sense. And trust me, when she was telling me all this stuff, I listened to your past episodes because I forgot what episode I hit, but the case was somewhat similar, and everything that you said was true. Like, every show that you listen to, all the jewels you drop, all the advice that you give, it's so relatable, and it makes sense. And you know what? To be honest with you, everything that you're telling me, like, I do have a plan. I'm running. I'm working out. I got my 4 classes for school. I talked to the counselor. Good. I got if I do what I got to do, I'll graduate in a year and a half. I know what I want to do in life. I know what career I want to be in.
You're good, yeah. So, that's good.
I mean, I just, everything that you're telling me, like, I feel more better now. I feel relieved, but, I didn't want to be in my feelings, CK. I don't want to act like a bitch. Like, I go to the
No, we all do it, yo. I'm just good at it because I'm older. I'm good at it because I'm older, that's all. I've never been married, never really been in a relationship. I've been probably a hoe my whole life, but I'm a gentleman. And the reason why I'm single today, because I've never really found anybody equally yoked, or I met a woman who probably sabotaged the relationship. I mean, it's so many different things because I see the world different than most people. I probably not stop seeing a girl because she lives in a bad neighborhood or she lives in an apartment building when I know I'm not supposed to be fucking with no bitch in an apartment building, or I can't park my car on her street. I mean, so many different things. But what I do have is my children. I'm successful. I'm blessed. I got my health. I got God in my life. I have this show who I can help out other people because I tell the truth. I tell people all the time, when you call me, you better make sure you want to hear the truth. If not, do not hit my DM because when I call, I'm going to give it to you. But when I hear what you're saying in closing on this show, you're doing all the right things. You just needed to hear me co-sign your plan. So I'm co-signing it, right? With the girl, it's just what you went through was just natural. It's not being a bitch. It's just a natural feeling. It's the same. She would have felt some kind of way too if you had said, "Yeah, I'm dating this girl and she knows you." Now, if it's your cousin, she was fucking, or your stepbrother, now that's different. Especially if they knew this was your girl and they still was fucking her, then that's wrong. But if it's just someone you just know and hi, and you may not even really know the motherfucker, the dude probably was just saying, "Yeah, I know him." That's all he probably said. Yeah. But you could tell she's young by saying, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking him." Don't nobody give a fuck, bitch. Where's my child? All I need to talk to you about is my child. What dick you suck, who you fuck, ain't got nothing to do with me. I wish you the best. I just wish sometimes if you want to know you're going to fuck the whole weekend, bring my child over to me, and I'll keep my baby and let you get your fuck on. You know, so my daughter ain't got to hear all that. Just show me respect. Bring my daughter to me. Y'all going to have a good time. And when you're done fucking, you're having smoked or have a little Hennessy or whatever, and you're sober, come get the baby. You know, I ain't mad at you. When you come pick the baby up, I'm like, did you have a good time? We know in hindsight that, bitch, I know you was fucking this weekend. What you want to say is, did you have a good time? Good. That's what you want to say. Just like that. I hope you had a good weekend. That's it, yo. You keep it moving. Because one day she's going to see you with your new girl. And it's going to be a whole different story. And remember,
a lot of my boys, TK, they're just like, one of my homies that I told the situation about, it was like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Let's get some honeys. Let's go stunt, take some pictures, and, put them on Facebook, whatever. But to be honest with you, TK, she's doing her thing. God bless. But I want to let it naturally to happen.
Right.
I'm not going to, like you told me, I'm not going to be calling her right now and be like, oh, guess what? I'm fucking a girl who you went to school with in the third grade. Like, nah. I want it to be naturally.
Right.
Like, she sees something gas, and she sees that fine girl. Oh, my God.
Yeah, here's the thing. Right now,
I got to get my priorities straight. I know. Yeah, that's the last thing I want.
Right now, you cannot meet another woman because you're young. Your sperm is potent. You stick your dick in another bitch, you're going to have another baby.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to masturbate, get a nice hot towel, wipe your dick down, and keep it fucking moving until you get it right because you can't afford another kid. You got to finish school. You got to stay. My point is, fam, discipline. Do your sit-ups, do your push-ups, work out, stay focused because in the meantime, while you're doing this, you're going to start looking better. You're going to start having something to offer a woman. And a beautiful girl is going to come in your life when you got your shit together. And you're going to say, yeah, I got 2 kids. I love them. She's going to be like, I love you too. And you go into the sunset with another beautiful woman and raise your kids. You wish everybody well and keep it moving. But what you do, see, most people think backwards, right? They get the kid and then they want to go to school. Where you should go to school, save your fucking money, then have a child. And this is not you. Hundreds of thousands of people do this shit. And they set themselves up. Guys meet girls in the club, fuck the girl, and then mad at the bitch because she's pregnant, when in actuality, nigga, you the one that fucked her. It's a lot of guys out here mad than a motherfucker that they fucked the wrong girl, that they got to look at this bitch for the rest of their life. And there's a lot of women out here mad they gave pussy to a nigga and had this nigga baby and got to know them for the rest of their life. See, I tell people all the time, people are like, well, we had a bad relationship, but at least I got my daughter or my son. You know what I tell people? When you have a child and it don't work out, your child shows you for the rest of your fucking life the mistake that you made. Yeah. That's what children are for. They get the date that they born, the year. You remember that for 9 months to that day they was born, that you fucked up your life, and you got to remember that for the rest of your life. So people use psychology and say, "Oh, I wouldn't change this for nothing in the world." Yes, the fuck you would if you think your life was going to be better. If I told you right now that you could have been a multi-millionaire, doing well, traveling, if you didn't have 2 kids, wouldn't you take it?
Say no more.
That's my point. So you got to give yourself a shot. You still fuck. You still have fun. If you don't want to use condoms, at least have money for a morning after pill. Carry the motherfuckers around with you if you're a hoe, nigga. You know, fuck a bitch, you better take this motherfucker morning after pill. Or if you don't want her to know, cut the shit up. Nigga, do a Bill Cosby. Cut the shit up and put the shit in the bitch eggs. at least the bitch ain't gonna pass out. Put the shit in the bitch eggs, dog, and scramble that shit.
Oh, man.
Y'all out here fucking up. Listen to me. All you young motherfuckers and old people, I'm glad that you're calling me because I tell the truth, but you got to stop fucking up. You got to kind of be selfish. You got to think about you. Nobody's thinking about themselves. Let it be about you for a while. You're only 25. How old are you, 25, 27?
I'm 28, TK.
Yeah, you're 28, so you only been on your own legally 10 years. 18, they say you're grown to 10. You only got 10 years of life experience. That's it.
Yeah, you know what, TK? Like, I'm going to be real with you. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know nothing about you. As a matter of fact, I think when you did like a TBT, I don't think it was a TBT, but you just posted a video. I didn't even know you were a window shopper.
Yeah.
You know, and I first heard of you, and his situation sucks, and, you know, free tax them, but when I became an avid listener of tax season and you went on his show, as soon as I heard you, you know, that episode you're dropping knowledge, I said, who's this guy? I started looking you up.
Right.
You know, I started seeing your shows on YouTube and all that stuff. And then when you got your podcast, I was like, this is great. Like, there's no, like, say no more. I'm going to subscribe. And ever since I subscribed, like, everything that you say, every person that's ever called you, every advice that you drop, that you've given, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if the listeners agree, but you have helped me in my life.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I got my older brother. He gives good advice. I love him to death. My dad, you know, and all that stuff. But, I mean, you just hit it right on the head. Like, even for women, too. Like, for women, too. Like, I hear you. I mean, there might be guys that probably think, like, oh, TK's, you know, against the guys in this episode, or he ain't fucking with the fellas in this episode. But nah, man, like, I love everything that you do, like all the advice that you give, like it is appreciated.
Well,
at least for me.
Yes, sir. They've been showing love all around the world, and I thank you too, and I thank everybody. And when I think about, there's nothing special I'm doing. It's like I'm reading any book or anything. It really comes from the heart, and I really wish I'd have started this a year sooner, because Charlemagne and the executives over at the Breakfast Club have been trying to get me to do this for a long time. And I kept telling them, nope, TK, nope, TK. Because between me, see, I'm an older guy. Doing the podcast to me was beneath me. I'm being honest. I couldn't even say this shit right. I was saying iPod. I could tell my friends, these motherfuckers want me to do an iPod. And they're like, what the fuck is iPod? I'm like, no, podcast. And when I finally did it and I saw the love, I say this every day. I wish I would have listened to Tax a lot more, because he listened to me. The same way you listen, the same way the rest of my listeners listen to me. He loved me. But I didn't know his situation, because I wasn't listening to the shows. I'm so busy, so much going on, that I never just paid attention to him. And he was a hater. Tax was a hater. And I wish I could have listened to his show to tell him to let that shit go, and he would have listened to me, because we were supposed to go to London together to do an event. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you told him, to set it up. Cause I remember at the end of the episode, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to London. Like, you should come out." Like, right. I remember. Yeah, we would go to London, and I would have told him to leave that young man alone. It doesn't make sense, because he listened. I was telling him about London, different bitches, nice hotels, because he's been locked up before. And I was like, yo, ain't nothing like nice, fresh, hot towels, nigga, a beautiful girl pushing in room service, laying in bed, reading the paper or on your computer, and a bitch walk in with your eggs and bacon, with your morning after pill on the side, for the bitch laying in bed with you, all that. And, man, threw that shit away, dog. So when I do these shows, I swear to you, I think about him. And matter of fact, when I do my book, I will make sure I do give them a section in there because the book drops like in January or February, and it's called Who Raised You, the Blueprint to Life. And it's just going to really blow people away. I'm going to have
I need to ask you this question about the book.
Uh-huh.
Please, I can't wait for the book, but please tell me it's like 900 pages or something. I mean,
it's gonna be a big book. I could tell you that. Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be a big book. I think it's gonna be about 20. I think it's gonna be about 20 chapters.
You have a lot to say, and it's just like I couldn't only imagine what you're putting in the book. It's just gonna be jewels, like just jewels and jewels and jewels that you could carry on. I mean, whatever you're putting in the book, that's probably something I could tell my son 20 years from now.
Right.
You know?
And that's exactly what it is. It'll be something that when I'm going and I'm in heaven talking to them guys up there, because I'm getting into heaven because I got to hook up. When I get in there, they let me in. I got some homies up there waiting for me. They already sent me a letter. You'll be able to look at the book. And what's going on in your life now, you'll be able to apply it years from now. And that's what's going to make this book amazing. That's what's going to make this book amazing.
I'm sorry, I know you hate when people talk about
No, it's natural. It's natural.
Well, I just have like maybe 3 more questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to ask quick. All right, well, the first one, regarding back to my ex, she's been telling me, that she, for me to, I have been, when she was here and all that, when we would take her to the babysitter, I would give her half all the time, half. Not a problem. It wasn't an issue. And then, whatever, fast forward, we're not together. Right now, she's been hounding me, like, oh, I need my half. And it's not that I don't want to give it to her. It's not that I'm being irresponsible, but I mean, since she left, the bills that she was paying, I took on those bills. So I'm paying like the cable, the water, the light, and the gas. Yeah, you're right. I live here with my mom and all that. Yes, I understand, but I do help out. I mean, it's not that much, but I try to cover as much as I can.
Okay, so you ready? I'm gonna answer that. Give her the fucking money, yo.
No, yeah, I know, but what I was gonna ask you. Since all this is going on, I should be giving her a personal check, right? No cash, because then I don't want to go to court and she fucking flips it on me like, oh, this motherfucker didn't give me shit.
Right, so you can give her a personal check. You sure can. And just put don't even put nothing down on the check. Just make copies. Take a picture of it. When you give it to her. Take a picture of the check and send it to her. Don't give her cash. When I write it out to her, do I put like babysitter or babysitting or whatever, or just you could say write her name and that. Yeah, write her name and just put on there daycare. Daycare. Okay. Yeah, that way you don't trigger it off. You can't say babysitting or anything like that because she's gonna start reading that and like, why the fuck are you putting that on there? And she's gonna put 2 and 2 together. So you just put on there down the bottom, you put daycare. And if you ask you about it, say, I know how to write checks. And it says memo, what's the check for? So I know it's for me to keep good books. I have to write fucking daycare so I know what the check was for, just in case. And then another thing that I wanted to ask you is that, so basically, I mean, I don't know, if I run into him at the grocery store, at the mall, just keep it moving. Yeah, say hello. I'm not saying that before I sent you the message that I was going to get buck wild and try to fuck the fool up or whatever. Nah, nothing like that, but I just didn't want to get in my feelings and try to make a fucking rude comment or immature comment. I want to be a gentleman. You say, here's the crazy part. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Here's the crazy part. It might be a situation you see her and him and your daughter's with them. Uh-huh. You got to take everything in your power to be a gentleman. Uh-huh. If you got money on you, give your daughter some. How old is your daughter? She's barely 1, TK. She's barely 1, so she don't really know. So you just look at her, give the baby a kiss, and you look at him. You shake his hand like a gentleman, because you're a man. You say, so how you doing? I heard a lot about you. And you look at her and say, y'all cool? And then boom, you just walk away. Say, it's nice meeting you. That's what you say. You shake his hand. You look him dead in his eye and say, it was nice meeting you. And after that, in your mind, in your subconscious, you say, it's just your turn. That's it. Once you say that, you're going to be comfortable, dog. When you say it's just your turn, that's it. Motherfuckers get caught up like, oh, that bitch he fucking my pussy. Nah, nigga, it was just your turn. Next batter up. You just happen to have a baby with her.
Yeah,
you know the fact. Yeah, you had a baby too soon. Financially, you wasn't ready. Financially, you couldn't carry a family because you was young. But
that was very stupid of me.
It was stupid. Yeah. Here's the thing about in actuality, you really should be giving that nigga flowers because he gonna pick up the slack for you. Doesn't mean that you're less of a man. Meaning now he's babysitting for you until you get your shit together because your daughter only one. She ain't gonna know what the fuck is going on. So by the time your daughter's 5, 6, 7, that she really understands shit, your money gonna be right. You're gonna be able to take trips with your daughter. You're gonna be able to go over there in your car, pick your daughter up, and leave. And she bringing the baby to the car. And this is gonna be so far behind you, you won't even be caring about this stupid shit. It's just that you're young. 7 years from now, you'll be 36 years old. You ain't gonna be caring about this shit. You're gonna be working out, going to Miami, Turks and Caicos, Fiji Islands, with a bad bitch, long hair, cute shaped, fat ass. Or you might be with a plump bitch. Who knows? But the bitch gonna have good credit because you don't fucked around and listen to TK. So you gonna be all right, yo. You got a 7-year plan. Work out, travel, save your money, get your credit good. You got 7 years. Your daughter's only 1. She is not going to care. Write the check on the memo part, put daycare. And if somehow, some miracle, your baby mama somehow a year from now, 2 years, I try to give you some pussy, be man enough to tell her no. Do not fuck her.
She was trying to fuck me last night.
Yeah, do not fuck her.
Yeah, I said no. I said, you know what? I go, without due respect, I go, you moved on. What does it matter why are you asking me if I miss you, if I love you? It doesn't matter. You moved on. You moved forward, and I'm happy.
It's not her fault. Let me explain something to what she's doing. She's a child. This is the thing kids say. Now that you know, see, before a lot of people don't know what they're hearing, you're young, you lied to her, you got yourself in a bad situation, she's still fucking the other guy, but she's still willing to fuck you. The bad thing about it, if you would have fucked her, came with her, your argument would have been, now you don't know if it's your baby or not.
Yeah.
Because she's fucking the other guy now, too. So now you got to deal with that shit. You don't need that in your life. I don't want that for you.
I just think that going back to the apartment thing, I think ever since that situation happened, I think that's where it spawned, like that's where it came from, the whole, you couldn't man up. But it's not that, TK, it's not that. I mean, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm being honest with you. It's not that I was trying to be responsible. I mean, I knew I fucked up and I got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But really, at the time, when I was working at the grocery store, she was living at the apartment, I wasn't really making much. I was looking for another job. Then my situation with child support wasn't right with the first baby. All that taken care of, everything's good now. The payments are low. I did what I had to do, but I was like literally fucked from all angles. So that's why I figured, you know what, baby, we'll bounce back to my mom's, but it's not going to be for life. It's not going to be for 50 years.
She wasn't the person for that plan. See, you had that plan. She wasn't on the same page. And she wasn't on the same page because you wasn't doing the little things. Like when you was borrowing money from her, you should have paid her back. Never allow a woman to have anything over you when you know what type of person she is. See, she's the type of person she liked having something over you. So when you have someone like that, them the people you definitely got to pay back. You definitely got to give it to her. So no woman will ever say to you, oh, you owe me $20. Oh, you owe me $100. No man should want to walk around his life and a woman tells him some shit like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, and she built a case against you because it wasn't one time. It was a couple times, a few times. She gave you money, you never paid her back. And I know how you was thinking. You like, shit, bitch, I'm giving you dick. You living in my mom's house. Why should I have to pay you back? And you're right. But some people don't think like that. And you had one. Even though she was the mother of your child, you would think she would let that slide. Like, bitch, you the mother of my child. What the fuck you doing asking me for money back? But everything went against you. The text messages, the telling the girl I love her because your girl is a Virgo and she is petty.
Yeah.
What month she born in?
She's a Taurus.
She's a Taurus?
I'm a Scorpio. I'm November.
Okay, so she's in March. She's in April, May.
She's in April.
After April 21st. I thought she might have been a Virgo. And to all the Virgos out there listening, I just got it wrong, so shut the fuck up. So, because, you know, people are so petty. I might get people arguing with me, oh, Virgos are not like that. I ain't got time for that shit. Y'all keep that shit to yourselves. I ain't got that. What's the third one?
The third one? What do you mean the third one?
You said you had 3 questions. That was only 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so the third one, TK, basically everything that I like you basically provided me with the answers I needed, but me personally, TK, what I want to know is how can I mean, I don't know if this is I'm not trying to play the victim or nothing, like, fuck, I'm not, but I mean, her telling me all that stuff, and actually the first baby mom, too, was the same shit that, oh, you're not a man enough, some other guy's raising your kid, I don't give a fuck her.
Right.
I beat her in court, that situation is dead. We respect one another, and we keep it moving, but what I want to know, TK, how can I'm striving, like, I'm thirsty, I want that knowledge, I want that water, like, meaning I want to be a better man. I want to be a better son, I want to be a better father, I want to further myself. I want to be respectable. You know, I want to strive, like, for that, you know, for that, I guess, I don't want to say position, but to be able to have that, like, oh, you know what, Daniel, you know, yeah, he's a good man. He's a good individual. And, yeah, you shouldn't give a fuck what people think about you. No.
You should give a fuck what people think about you. Don't get that fucked up. Oh, yes, you do. Your reputation is everything.
I was on my Tupac shit now.
Yeah. As you get older, your reputation is everything. So let me answer your question. So
okay, go ahead.
I can let you know.
I'm ready.
You take one day at a time, fam. You can't get 36 and 40 years old overnight.
Right.
It's going to be one day at a time till you get to be 40. So every day you got a chance to build. You got a chance to obtain knowledge. That's it. There's no secret to this shit. The secret is people think you can get it today. There's no substitute for experience. Remember that. You're going to be a lot smarter next year than you were this year. You're going to be a lot more smarter in 5 years than you was 2 years after that, right? By the time you're 36, you're going to be even smarter. That's what life's about. That's the secret. The secret is one day at a time. And always have a plan. Understand that this is not checkers, it's chess. Always think down the field. What I mean by down the field, from this moment on when you watch a football game, you're going to see the good quarterbacks, when they come to the line of scrimmage, they don't look for short yardage. They look for everything. They see the men, the security people in the back of the goalpost. They see the cheerleaders. They see the hot dog guy. They see the waterman. They see the guy holding the camera. That's a quarterback who sees down the field. The story I like to tell the most was Joe Montana, San Francisco 49ers playing the Dallas Cowboys. If you ever see NFL films in the Super Bowls, they'll show this clip. They said Joe Montana was so calm in the huddle. Now they losing now. They got to score a touchdown to win.
Right.
Joe Montana, when he came to the huddle, he told everybody, "Hey, everybody, this is gonna be cool. Hey, did you see John Candy in the stands?" Now John Candy is an old actor. He's deceased now. My point being is he was so comfortable. He saw it downfield. He saw the whole room. That comes with experience. That comes with time. Just like if you go to a restaurant, they say, "Oh, you go to Spencer's restaurant," and say, "Yeah, give me a Louis Dom Perignon 1961." Well, the reason why it's going to be expensive because of the age. You can't pay type of money for that if it's the same year. But if you get a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne from years ago, it's very, very expensive. The same thing with you. You're a young bottle. You're a bottle of champagne. You're 28 years old. When you're 39, 49, 50, you're going to look back at your young self and say, wow, T.K. Kirkland was right. It really did take one day at a time. Stay in touch with me, family. I wish you the best. Remember to win at this situation, you got a plan. Finish your school, get your education, stack your money, keep your credit good. You got 7 years. Because when your daughter is 6 or 7, she's going to start nosing things. So you want to be ready to take her to the park, take her to Disneyland, take trips with her. The fathers that's raising your kids now, you want to thank them niggas. When you go in your room now and get on your knees, I want you to thank God that your baby mama was able to find another nigga to help you raise your kids. Because all they are substitutes for a minute. That's it. Live with it. Live with it. Because now you get to go out into the sunset, work hard, get your shit together. You made some mistakes, but you're going to be a great father. You was slinging dick like you was motherfucking, what's my motherfucking man name out of New York? Oh, man, I can't think. I'm so tired. You thinking you was not E40. What's my man, this Spanish dude in New York?
Which one?
The Spanish dude. There's only two. One passed away. They was partners.
I don't know.
Damn, I'm just talking to my son about this thing. But basically, he was out here slinging dick, thinking you was a rap star.
Yeah, basically.
Going to payday and shit, getting loans. Nigga, you need your ass beat. Yeah. Being something that you're not. And you got caught, nigga, you got exposed. So you live with that. You keep it moving. And that's it, fam. That's all you can do. But the great thing about it is you're still going to be a great father. And that's it. And you're going to be able to get the girls together and bring them over to your house. You're going to be able to pick the other one up and the other one and bring them to your home. So let people think what they want for the next 6, 7 years. Go to school, get your money right, and believe me when I tell you, if you do what I'm telling you, your kid's mother is going to look at you one day and say, damn, I'm so proud of you. I guarantee it. I raise my hand to the Almighty above me. I know what I'm talking about. On that note, yo, I got to go cook for my children because I'm in here cooking salmon and vegetables while I was talking to you because we got to sit down as a family, and I make my daughter say their grace, and they can't eat until I sit down. And that's how we move.
Thank you, TK. I appreciate it, man.
Yep, you got my personal number. Feel free to call me anytime. Remember, discipline. When you see the guy, shake his hand, look him in his eyes.
Strength and character. You said that in the last episode.
Yep, look him dead in his eye, shake his hand. But remember, it's just his turn. And that's all you can do. And you want her to be happy. You hope they stay together forever. You want that. Because you don't want different motherfuckers coming out of your daughter's life. You don't want that. You want her to be happy. You want that relationship to work. You want them to be together forever. Remember that. Because it's going to benefit your daughter as well. Because she could meet somebody that could be a pedophile. She could meet somebody that could be a killer. So if a good dude, he's a good dude, wish her the fucking best. On that note, family, may your pain be champagne. You heard it right from me. T to the motherfucker K. Take care of yourself, man.
You too, TK. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
This episode of the TK Kirkland Show was produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, music by Lando Beats. This is an official Loudspeakers Network production.